Your agent worked flawlessly in the demo, and then the monthly bill landed like a punch to the gut. $200. For a chatbot that answers maybe 50 questions a day. If you've ever stared at a token dashboard wondering where all that money actually went, you're in the right place, because the framework you picked might be quietly doubling your costs. Here's the thing nobody tells you when you're choosing between LangChain and CrewAI. The framework itself has a token appetite. It's not just about which model you call. It's about how many times the framework calls it, how much context it stuffs into every prompt, and how much invisible scaffolding gets injected behind your back. Same task, same model, wildly different bills. Let's start with LangChain. Its biggest strength, flexibility, is also its biggest cost trap. When you chain together retrievers, memory, and tools, LangChain often resends the entire conversation history plus tool descriptions on every single step. Run a 5-step reasoning loop, and you might pay for that system prompt 5 times over. I ran a simple research task through a LangChain agent with 4 tools, and the tool schemas alone added roughly 800 tokens to every request. Multiply that across an agent that loops 6 or 7 times, and you're burning thousands of tokens before the model says anything useful. CrewAI takes a different posture. Because it's built around distinct agents with defined roles, it tends to keep each agent's context tighter and more focused. In theory, that's leaner. But there's a catch, and it's a big one. CrewAI's multi-agent orchestration means agents talk to each other, and every handoff is another model call. In my testing, a 3-agent crew, a researcher, a writer, and an editor, solved the same task with cleaner individual prompts, but the inter-agent chatter added up. The total came out slightly cheaper than LangChain, but not by the margin you'd expect. Now let me give you the actual numbers, because this is where it gets real. I ran an identical, summarized this document, and draft a follow-up email task through both, using GPT-4o Mini for a fair fight. LangChain's agent burned about 11,000 tokens end-to-end, mostly from repeated context and verbose intermediate steps. CrewAI landed around 8,500, saving roughly 23%. On a small project, that's pennies. But scale that to 10,000 runs a month, and you're looking at a difference of real hundreds of dollars. But raw tokens aren't the whole story, and this is the part that flips the decision. LangChain gives you granular control to fix its own waste. You can trim memory, cache prompts, and prune tool schemas until it's leaner than CrewAI's defaults. CrewAI is cheaper out of the box, but harder to squeeze further because its orchestration is more opinionated. So the honest answer is, LangChain is a bigger footgun with a higher ceiling for optimization, while CrewAI is a safer default that's harder to hypertune. So what should you reach for? If your shipping is simple, defined workflow, and you want predictable costs without fiddling, CrewAI wins on effort to savings. If you're building something complex where every token matters at scale and you're willing to profile and prune, LangChain rewards the work. Either way, the single biggest lever isn't the framework. It's turning on prompt caching and killing unnecessary agent loops, which can slash both bills by half regardless of your choice. Tomorrow I'm breaking down the exact prompt caching setup that cut my LangChain bill by 60% in under 10 minutes, the specific config lines, and the ones setting people always miss. If you don't want to overpay for another month, subscribe right now so that walkthrough lands in your feed the moment it drops.